May 2025 Bargain Bead Box May Flowers Jewelry Set number 1. Hey y'all, it's April. Thanks for stopping by my crazy creative life. And in today's video, I'm finally getting to work on my May 2025 Bargain Bead Box. It was May Flowers, and I hadn't got to make anything with it. And matter of fact, I think probably today my June 2025 will be in the mail, so hopefully I can get that unboxed and uploaded quickly, or I'm assuming it'd be here today. Anyway, but I wanted to go ahead and at least try to get something made with that May. I thought it was so pretty, the May flowers. So I want to show you, I want to do something a little different. I hope it'll work. I think it'll work. This is going to be the set once I finally kind of get it going here. But what do you think of that? Isn't that going to be so pretty? Or I think it's going to be pretty. Now this is totally different than anything I've done in the past, so I think it'll work though. I think we'll be okay. So let's go ahead and, actually let's just go ahead and get started on this piece. Now what I've done, I think it was about 6 inches. We'll try 13 centimeters. I think that'll work. Somewhere around about there. So about 5.5, 6 inches, or about 13, 14 centimeters. So I've not made a video in a while. I think I'm out of practice. So I'm going to go ahead and clip that off. I think that's everything I need. So what I'm doing with my 6 inches or whatever, let me level that out. Alright, with my Bail Making Pliers, I'm doing the smallest one, so the number 1. Let me flip it around. It's easier for me to go that way, I think. So I'm just making my loop. Okay, so there's our little loop. It really doesn't matter how you start out. It's just making sure that the little tulip here and the little bellflower, you want to make sure that that goes in the same direction. But other than that, it really doesn't matter how you go with it. So we're going with this this synthetic crackle quartz round bead and violet. So I'm taking one of those, and then I'm taking one of the yellow. This was the crystal faceted rondelle crackle beads and a citrine, and then another one of those violet ones. Okay, next we are going with the 6mm lavender amethyst round beads. And then I love these. Yeah, this was where'd I put them? I love that bead. It was the 10mm porcelain floral round beads. I absolutely fell in love with that bead. I think that's so pretty. Ran out of storage and battery all about the same time. So I'm not real sure where I left off, but I think I was talking about how pretty I love these porcelain floral round beads. That's where I'm pretty sure I stopped off at. Okay. Next, we're going to take one of the gold-plated flower spacer beads. And I'm going up this way. So what I'm doing next, I've got one of the little green crystal bicone beads, and then one of these glass trumpet flower beads, and it was like a magenta ombre. I thought they were so pretty. It kind of looks like a bellflower. And what I'm doing, I'm sticking it's like this is going to be on the inside. as you can see here. Okay, so let's take one of the little green things, the bicone, and then our little trumpet flower. I think that's so sweet. And then let's take 2 more of the greens. In my vision, this was my thinking, it's like a stem to me. I wanted to have it bare right there and crimp it with some crimp beads. And I don't know, I couldn't get it to work quite right. So I don't know if my 20 gauge was too thick. If I was squeezing too hard, it was those. So I really don't know. But anyway, so I just forgot that and decided to go with 2 more of the green bicones. And in my vision, it's the stem of the flower of the tulip. Okay, then we're going to take one of the, this was supposed to be the leaf. Okay, put that down. And those come together. Let's see, where's my bag? Here they are. It was the tulip and leaf beads. And then we're going to take that tulip. And you can tell the top has the little scalloped edge. That's the top. And the bottom is just round. So let's put that guy on there. Okay. That's where we're at so far. And then like anything else, we're going to kind of just go backwards. So to mirror it. So we'll do this gold spacer bead. Then that porcelain bead. Then the amethyst. And then we're going to do that, whatever that crackle glass, what they call it, violet. And then that yellow one, the yellow rondelle crackle glass. And then finally, one more violet crackle glass, okay? So we're going to just round it off. So we're just going to do our simple loop. Except for I'm doing it with my Bail Making Pliers, just like, which you can still use your, if you don't have Bail Making, you can use round nose pliers. It's no big deal. April. Trying to get that to close on down. Okay, there we go. I tried to work on my camera to see if I could get it to quit blurring, where it does that blur focus in the background. Hopefully this is better than what it had been. It's still blurring a little bit, I can see, but hopefully it's better. Alright, so now what we're doing. This was... That came out weird. Oh my goodness. Let's see. This was the 18 karat gold plated brass 3-flower articulated links. Okay. There was 2. And when I done the unboxing on this, and I will link it in the description box below my unboxing, I did not see, I seen that there was the loop. Let's see, right there. I did not notice there is a loop down here. So I think you could go with either side. It just, if you wanted the textured side, or because that loop is on the smooth side, that bottom loop, the little one, I don't think it matters. I think it, you know, just put them the same way. But I like that the textured side. So I'm going to go ahead and open up, make sure, yeah, that's the bottom. Okay, I'm going to open it up and we're going to slide on. And then close it off. Alright, so it's going to go like that, and then it's bendable so you can straighten it out. I don't know that that's dead soft, but I'm kind of thinking it is. It's pretty soft. Now this is my vision. Here in just a minute we will, well, might as well do it now. Okay, I'm going to grab a jump ring. That'd be big enough. And then we're going to grab this pendant. It was the lapidolite and brass teardrop pendant, which I thought was so pretty. You see, it's almost like stained glass. You can't see it as well in this, but it's really pretty. That's like, I don't know, can you see my finger through it? But it makes me think of stained glass. Okay, let's open up this jump ring. I've not played with this part yet, so I'm not real sure how it needs to be done. Let's see if it can go like this. Okay, so I'm starting off with taking that small link. I think it'll go through there. Looks like it will. Yeah, it's just, ooh, it's definitely snug. Okay, and then on the other side of the jump ring, well, hold on. Before I put the other side, I need to put on my pendant. Okay. And just make sure that you got them. Yeah, okay. I'm sure that it's not even... I don't know. Do I have that? Let me see. No, I don't. Okay, let me take this back apart. I don't think that's going to lay right. Alright, so we'll take another jump ring. And just slide April. Yeah, I think that'd be better. I don't think I have that close off good because it's wanting to snag onto it. I think I may have too much. Where's my glue there? Okay. Okay, I don't. Okay, I think that's better. I just didn't have it closed off too good, I don't think. Now, where it's stiff, it is a little different, so I'll be able to tell more about it when I actually put it on, but, and Now, obviously, you can take your tiger tail and put the tiger tail on here instead of using the actual wire. It would give it more flexibility, and it would also, honestly, hold your, yeah, them things. I can't think right now. It would hold those a lot better than this metal does. But I don't know. I just like the way this metal looked, I guess. And then too, you know, you've pretty much got your loops. Okay, so there's that. Now let me see where it comes to on myself. Okay, for me, for the length I want it, for my neck and where I want it to lay it, I think I'm just doing about 23.5 centimeters. It'd be easier just to clip this. Okay. Unless you make it, you know, long where you can slip it over your neck, your head. I mean, you're going to have to put a clasp on it and cut this in the middle. Okay, and the best way is to take a piece of wire, piece of wire, head pin, whatever, and slide it on there, and that will help you see where your middle's at. I think it'll be about right in there. Okay. Now, you don't need any jump rings on that. You just need to open it, because it kind of is its own jump ring. So I'm going to open it up and slide one end of the chain on, and then close it back down. Okay, make sure it's closed good. Okay, we'll do that over here. Okay. And then just put your whatever clasp that you want on there. You can do a lobster claw clasp, which I have one right here. Make sure it opens all right. No, I think that was one that was broke the other day and I just didn't throw it away. They also sent in this kit but I don't think I want, even though towel clasp is pretty, I don't know, do I want the towel clasp? Hold on, y'all, I got that not in the right spot. Okay, let me lay it back down. I had that crooked. Okay, I think that's better. Okay, yeah. Alright, now let's go ahead and put jump ring on each end of the chain. I'm going to get a lobster clasp here, and I'm going to have to go find it, and we'll put that on that end. But as far as the necklace, that's pretty much it. I think it's pretty. Now, obviously you can put the toggle clasp if that's, you know, what you prefer. I prefer that on a bracelet if I don't do an elastic bracelet. Okay. So we're going to lay this little guy to the side. You will have to have patience with that because it wants to twist. But I think it's really pretty. Do you all think that's pretty? Let me know what you think. It's different. I don't think I've seen anything like that. Alright, next we're going to go ahead and do this bracelet. Okay, so on the bracelet, the only thing different, well, we're not using the lavender crackle glass nor the amethyst. We're not using either of those. But instead, we will be using these little pink. They're the 4mm faceted rose quartz round beads. And these, which are the 8mm Malaysia jade dyed quartz. And we're just alternating those two, as you can see here. But other than that, it's pretty similar. Now I think my yellow bead, I've got my yellow beads. Well, I lied. We are using one each. We are using two of those crackle glass that we used our necklace. So I made it. Let me go ahead and pull it out and we'll start again. Now you just measure your wrist whatever size that you think that you need to fit yourself. Just make sure that you pre-stretch your stretchy string. Okay, so we'll put on our little, I forget what they call this. It helps to hold on our beads. Simple. I'm doing 3 sets on each end of the Malaysia jade and the pink bicone. Okay, after my 3 sets of the Malaysia jade and the pink thing, then we're going to do 1 of the green bicones, and then the little bellflower, then 2 of the green bicones, the leaf, the tulip, then that yellow rondelle, the crackle glass rondelle we used in the necklace, that lavender crackle glass spacer bead, and then we're going to do that pattern but backwards. So just make sure that your tulips are facing the center, if that makes sense. Okay, so let's do another yellow crackle glass. And so see, with this tulip, I'm going to put the top on first. Instead of the bottom, I'm going through the top. That way it's facing each other. Like that. Okay, then let's put on our leaf. Make sure that they're facing in the right direction. Then 2 of the bicones. Then our bellflower, which we're going to have it facing, the bottom part facing that direction. See, because I'm imagining the bellflower being at the bottom of the tulip on both ends. So that's why it needs to go that way. And then put your green bicone in. And then, looks like on this end I had 4 instead of... Let's see, this end I had 3 of the Malaysia Jade and 2 of the pink quartz. On here I think I've got... Let's see how this works out. Okay, I'm going to slide this down. Now see, that stretched out quite a bit because it wasn't that big earlier. Okay, let's put it back around my wrist and make sure. And see, I ended it with that little pink bead that way. It'll still be alternating the Malaysia Jade and the pink quartz. Okay, I think when I tie it off, it'll be okay. So, okay, I'm doing like an overhand, but not too tight. I've learned that sometimes I can pull that too tight during the tying process, and then I make it too little. So, tie it like an overhand knot, like you're tying your shoe, and then let's go. Let's go through. And again, kind of do our surgeon's knots. I like to come back on this side. You don't have to. And then go around. That way it's looped around twice on each side. So can you see that? Let's see. I don't know if it's going to pick it up or not. But if you can see all those like little loops, they catch on to each other. And then that helps to hold your knot in place. Okay, so let's do it one more time. 1, 2, 1. And then make sure. I do it every time. It's a little tight, but it'll be okay. Maybe I should have put another bead on there. Okay, you can put some super glue or jewelry making glue or even nail glue right there to help hold that on. Cut the tail off, and we'll try to slip this over. No, it's not going to go. Okay, well anyway, there's the bracelet. Simple, right? And then lastly, make sure I still have storage and everything. This is the little earring. I thought it turned out pretty. These are very cute spring, jewelry set. At least I think so. Okay, these are... Oh, wait. I forgot I was wanting to do something with that. So all you need is another set of the tulips and the leaves. 3 of the green bicones. And the little bell flower or trumpet flower. I like to just go off of this spool. That way I don't feel like I'm wasting as much. But let's put 2 of the green bicones on. Then the leaf, then the tulip, Okay, and I want to do a wrapped loop here at the top and a wrapped loop at the bottom. So I'm thinking maybe roughly around 9 centimeters. Kind of guessing there. So I want about, okay, so go down about roughly about 4 centimeters. Do your 90-degree angle over. Take your round nose pliers and stick in there. About your normal spot, about right in there. Okay, so we're going to bring this up like that. So it's facing straight up. And then bring it on over. Like that. Then I'm going to move my hand. I'm moving the pliers and my hand and letting it be parallel. Like that. Now, see? So then I'm taking the tail of that and we're going underneath. So you've got that sticking out. This one is underneath. Maybe that view be a little better, I'm not sure. Okay? Because we're going to take this and we're going to wrap it. Okay, so I'm going to close that down with my, these are my gripper pliers, needle nose pliers. But get it however you can hold it the best. Okay, there it's straight out, and then there's my tail, it's sticking down. So then I'm just going to wrap it, so I'm coming up around this way. Around. Around. But do 3 or 4 good loops. And if it's like space and open there, I think you might can see it there. It's not tight together. You can always go in here and squeeze it. Come on, good learn right there, and squeeze it together, and bring that on up. Okay. You can also come this way too. And squeeze together. And that will push all that back up. Okay? So determine which side you want your back. Okay, I think that's fine for the back. So, and then clip it off. Your little excess there. And then take your pliers and kind of pinch in that little, there's a little pokey part right there. Okay. And those that like to watch, but you know what you're doing already. Forgive me for boring you during that part, but sometimes I think of somebody that may have never made jewelry before in their life watching this. Okay, so let's go ahead and straighten up with my nylon jaw pliers. I'm going to kind of straighten that back out. Now let's move our beads on down if you're working off the roll. Okay, and then get it roughly cut off about about 4 centimeters again. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to do a wrap loop. Okay, so again, up, around, down, rotate, and bring that up and flat. And sometimes I'll just leave it on there, but I don't know if that actually helps me or hinders me. Yeah, see, I think it kind of hinders me. I'm gonna have to quit doing that. That's why I've started grabbing my grippy pliers and then taking my bent and chain nose pliers and coming around. Now let's clip off this excess tail. Okay, so there is the 2 wrapped loops. Now I'm grabbing, this is a gold head pin with the ball at the end of it. It's the smaller one. I think it's about 2 inches. So then what I'm going to do is grab my green bicone and the trumpet flower, or whatever they called it. I call it bellflower because to me they look the same. Okay, so we're going to do a wrap loop with this too, but just make sure, because yesterday when I done my first one, when I was making that one, I completely wasn't paying attention and I wrapped that before I hooked it. So, which I know I'll do something with that. I ain't worried about that. Alright, so again, let's do our bend. Okay, so at this point, when you're right here, stop. Put the bottom of your tulip and join it like that. Okay, then and close it down. Okay, then clip it off. This is a lot thinner gauge, so it's really easy to wrap. Simple loops are pretty, wrap loops are pretty, but I like doing wrap loops because to me, sometimes my simple loops don't close all the way, and so, you know, that's running the risk of it falling off. And when I've got the wrap loops on, you know, that's not going to go anywhere. That's not going to go anywhere unless somebody did like a, whoops, Yep, I'll show you. You know, that's not going to go anywhere unless somebody grabbed it and yanked it or something. Okay, so let's get an ear wire. And first of all, let me get I don't need a real big one, I wouldn't think. But I may have to. I don't think I've got any smaller gold ones. Oh, well, this one. Okay, that opens fine. Some of those, I don't know, they come where they don't want to open. There's the mechanisms doesn't work, or not real sure what's going on with it. But okay, here's my necklace. Okay, I think I want the, yeah, that's going to be the front, so I want the lobster claw to be on this side, because I'm right-handed. And that will be the earrings. Okay, so now that one's closed off. And that's all of our little spring May flowers set. Now I did go back and cut that elastic off, and I added another bead and another of the one of the Jaspers, whatever that thing was, jade. I added one more jade, and I added one more of these pink, the rose quartz. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of the jade, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the pink rose quartz. And that did make it a little bit better. See, it's not really, it doesn't feel tight now, and you can't see anything. So, all right. So let me know what you think about this little set. Hopefully I can start making, you know, some more out of this set. And like I said, I think it's today I'll be getting in the June 2025 bargain bead box, and I'll do my unboxing. But I at least wanted to get one set out for this May. I think I only got one thing, not even a set, I don't think. I still had my bracelet. Where's that bracelet? I just had it the other day, and I thought, because I had it partially, here it is. I had it partially made, and I've just not come back on here and showed you all how I made it. But I thought that was so pretty with the April showers, because this was the April 2025 bargain bead box. April showers, and then of course, you know, there's your May flowers. So there they are. All right, let me know what you think, and I hope you guys, and I will leave with bargain bead box. I will leave their description down in the link below. You can go through me to get to them if you want to try them out. You know, I mean, I say it all the time, it's well worth it. But I can leave that link. And if you go through me and if you do purchase, I mean, actually, I think it's very little that you get whenever, you know, you do these type of things. So, but we have to let you know up front. So anyway, that is all. So, and I hope you guys, I can't believe it's already June. Man alive. Whew. My girls are already out of school, which I like. But, oh man, it just means that next year they're going to be sophomore and juniors, and I just cannot get my head around that. But I need to shut up, and I'll let you guys get back to your day. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I hope you guys have a blessed rest of your day, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye. Hey, if you like this video, you may want to check out my previous video or my previous series. Talk to you soon.